Austria, very
What do you say when there are no words? Feel a song that's never been heard. How do you know when you hear the call? What do you do when you've done it all? Let it roll from sea to shining sea. Bob, cannonball. What do you do when the mountain is there? How do you answer the challenging day? Your back's against the wall. What do you do when you've done it all? Cannonball, 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 cannonball. It's not what you do, it's how you do. Be anything you want to be. It's not what you got, it's how you do. You be you and I'll be.
Yes, indeed. Good after morning, ladies and gentlemen, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers and sisters. This is a social event on behalf of AOR Apex Online Racing here in F1 2016. My name is King-Kodiak and I will be your commentator for this evening's race. We are at Austria at the A1 ring for this event, and we have got 21 drivers, or we did when I left them, to start that intro sequence. And already I've got my windows in the wrong order. There's always something. Switch to the right scene. Let's get this commentary going. Right, jump back in. Let's see what we've got. Get rid of you. Go to you. And we still have 22 drivers, obviously including myself. I ended up in Red Bull. Rather than the usual hassle. Of course, at the Spielberg ring, or the A1 ring, I believe was previously known as. Let's get on with the show, if I can get my keys right. Right, this is where we currently stand. Of course, we are just about 12 and a quarter minutes in. Albin Manson currently leads the way with Alaxo second and Desmond 0313 third. Now, there's a few names in here I haven't commentated on before. Desmond I believe never have, or once before. Blue Inquisitor currently fourth. Kalon from the split one that I commentated on currently fifth. AP Legends I haven't commentated on, so welcome to you, sir. In sixth, Punisher 7th, Solar 8, Neil Bywater 9, AEN in 10th position with A Shumi. Now that's not a name I'd recognise, so hello to you. In 11th, 12th is our server host Adrenaline. Stevie SQ, the Lord of the Podcast, in 13th, and no one else on a time. Although Marco tried to set a time, which has been disqualified. Oh, Barry Kimmy jumps up the order, as does Stevie SQ, just as I was mentioning him. So Stevie SQ up to 7th and Barry Kimmy. I believe this is the first time I've mentioned Barry Kimmy in a commentary situation, so hello to you. Who else? Excuse me, who else have we got? Marco's oh, excuse me. I've been getting over a bit of a cough and a cold this week. I have actually missed 2 league events, Wednesday and Thursday of this week at the time of recording. Jay sets his first time then. As I'm mentioning now, Wilkie is yet to put a time on the board. Ranger also yet to get a time set. Nosy Guy, I'm used to seeing him in a Toro Rosso, so we will see what he is capable of. And Stefan Wild also yet to get a time on that board. Let's get on with the wrong way. Let's see what we can find. The Laxo has taken the pole position then in the Mercedes. Yes, I've had a bit of a cold and a cough. I also lost my voice, which prevented me from commentating earlier this week. Basically, I sounded like a hyperactive mouse, so wasn't really too conducive to a good commentary, so I had to skip commentary, sadly, for the Project Cars GT3 and Endurance League events this week, which was a shame because they sounded like they were stonkers. But here I am then, back on form a little bit, so as I still got a persistent cough. But let's see who we can find then. Freddy! No, I was going to say Freddy. It's not Freddy at all. I'm used to seeing that. That just made me think of Freddy from the Project Cars scene at 3-Day. That's an unusual spelling of Friday. In the house, that's Esteban Gutierrez's mugshot there on the right. Currently in 2nd. Good effort to use it. Albert Manson now knocked down to 3rd in the Williams. Currently on the ultra soft tyre on his flying lap. That's coming to the end of the lap. Excuse me. Only 8 turns in this circuit. And does he improve? He jumps back up to the pole position in the Williams. Good effort, sir. Marco FD now properly on the board. He's in their Mercedes this time. He's usually in a Ferrari in the split one. But a Mercedes this time on the super soft tyre, setting it a time. He's got 4th on the board. There's Kalon in his beloved manner. 7th position at the moment on an outlap. Whoops. Locking up. They're coming into turn 3, I think that is. Very slowly. Interesting. That is indeed turn 3. Has he run out of fuel? Or is he just giving himself that big bit of gap? I think he's giving himself some space because he's back underway. AP Legends in the McLaren. Oops, runs very deep then into turn 2, otherwise known as Remus. Along that short back straight, downhill, down towards turn 3. Being there's only 8 turns, it's pretty easy to pick up where we are on circuit. If you recall, shortly after turn 2 was where Fernando Alonso and Kimi Raikkonen came to grief with the McLaren ending up on top of the Ferrari. And Barry Kimi in the Sauber, currently 12th. Where is he? That is also coming down towards turn 3. So the same bit of track that we were just talking about. On the ultra soft tyres. Oh, that's a Force India coming out of the pit. Stefan Wild then in Jody and Palmer's Renault. I will try not to cough too much, but I can't guarantee it. In the Renault, heading down towards the sharp right-hander of turn 1. As they begin to there's a very big elevation change between lowest and highest points here in the Spielberg ring, I want to say. On Spielberg circuit, we have 7.5 minutes remaining. 7 wide currently 14th. Neil Bywater. Last time I commentated on him, he was in the Force India. So here he is in the other Sauber. Lovely mugshot there of Marcus Ericsson. And the ultra soft tyre, he's coming to the end of his lap then. That's the last turn 7 of Rint, as it's otherwise known. They don't tend to be called by their corner names, and that's not changed. He remains in 16th position. Ashumi in Perez's Force India on a very slow outlap. So he's just getting some dust on his tyres for good measure. That's the end of the lap, as we can see. Through turn 8 then, or the Red Bull Mobile, if I can get my words out. It's one of the McLarens getting out of the way then as Aishimi begins a flying lap there. Ranger in the Williams then comes out very, very late to get out. 3 drivers I've seen with that mugshot there. Out comes Ranger then. Let's see, catch up with him later. Larkso is demoted to second. Who's taken the top spot? Oh, excuse me. Oh, Albin Manson. Yes, of course, we did see that earlier on. So Larkso then in the Mercedes coming to the end of his lap. Can he? Oh no, he's just coming to the end of an out lap. Oh, with bits of car there. Has someone come to grief? Looks like there's bits of debris there on the right-hand side of the start-finish area. So Larkso then begins his flying lap. Catch up with him later. Marco FD in 4th in the other winner. Stefan Wild has retired from the session. Where did he end up? There he is in 15th position. Wrong way. There is Marco coming to the end of the lap then. So he's on an out lap there. Catch up with him later. Barry Kimmy in the Sauber comes in. Just over 5 minutes remaining of this qualifying session. In he comes then. Desmond in the other Force India. No, Force India. Blah, blah, blah. In the other manner. On a flying lap then, so he is heading down towards turn 3. That's a Force India, I think, in the background. Let's just follow Desmond through the lap then as he's come through 3. Round the tail end of that corner through 4. Still downhill. Down to 5. Very quickly into 6. Short straight, heading back uphill again. And then over the crest. To start to descend again through 7. And that's into the pits. That lap time counter's gone a bit weird there. That's essentially that now. That's Stevie SQ in the Ferrari. Well, that's more like Kevin Magnussen's mugshot, but he hasn't yet signed for the Reds as far as I'm aware. As much as he would love to, sir. Stevie SQ on a very, very, very steady out lap. He's just beginning to wind up then for a time lap. Currently 13th. Can he improve? Just under 4 minutes to do so. It's time for a good couple of laps. There's a yellow flag then being waved on the start finish straight, as we can see, but no obvious sign of trouble. There's a green flag we saw in the background, so someone may well have gone off there. So Toro Rosso has ghosted right in front of him. It's still going, it seems. Oh, weird shadow effect there. Shadow kind of painting itself on the grass. Through turn 2 then, over the crest, starting to descend downhill. And that is a Red Bull that's gotten out of the way. Round 3, still going downhill as the ghosted Toro Rosso can only really be a distraction to Stevie. I'm not sure why that driver hasn't retired or gotten their car out of the way, but Stevie now has to drive through a car. There he goes. So he goes through 5 and 6. Over the crest. What's an unusual camera shot? And he's coming in the pits. Well, well. That could be the end of Stevie SQ's qualifying. Here's Neil Bywater in the Sauber behind one of the Mercedes. That is me saying that I can easily pick up my reference. I think it was turn 5 and 6 that just come through. If so, then that should be coming down. And that's Albin Manson then just retired from the session in the pole position. That's the back straight then. Marco FD has called it a day. A few ghosting there from Neil in the Sauber. A few ghosting moments, I should say. AEN, I haven't really seen him at all in this entire qualifying position. He has called it a day, and there he is in the Renault. So 19th, and Rangers retired in the Williams. Jay down in 21st is coming into the pits. That's his qualifying done. There's Larkso in 4th as a ghost. He's come to complete the lap, but if he was ghosted at any point, I can't imagine he's... And 4th he remains. Now, he does have time to complete that lap if he so chooses. Is that yellow flag still going? Nosy guy is out of fuel, I think. Solar's retired, and again, I didn't really see him at all. There's Barry Kimmy in the Sauber, leaving that very, very, very late to come out, but should just about complete the lap. Meantime, Jay has decided to retire. As you can see, it's a low one. I'll say low 108. So 107 is our top time by Marco. We didn't see that happen. So Marco taking the top time from Albin Manson there. So Barry Kimmy does have time to complete the lap, but anyone that is not on circuit will not have. Anyone that hasn't come out of the pits will now no longer have time to do so. As Adrenaline crosses the line in ninth position rather in the Force India. So he, well, I mean, he started the lap, so he will have time to complete it. So we will see what he does. There's Desmond in the Manor. Nosy guy in the Toro Rosso has retired. Not surprising. That is coming to the end of the lap then for Desmond. Does he improve from now what is now 10th? The pole time for the Manor. Wow, that was leaving it a bit late. What was the difference there? 22 thousandths of a second separates the top two. Ho, 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 ho. Very nice. Good job, Desmond. I'm going to be booted out in the car shortly as Larkso is on a time lap in 5th position and Desmond retired. I'm not surprised. What a stunning lap. Kalon has retired in the other manner. Larkso has decided to call it a day as well. There's Barry Kimmy still on circuit. Not going particularly quickly, I don't think, in the Sauber. And he's coasting as well. No, just been booted out. So on board with Barry Kimmy then. Oh, bit of a lock-up then. That's not going to help your cause. That's through turn 3, down the hill. Let's switch to the outboard shot. Round 4. Still coming down the hill. That was a very... Oh, and he's overcooked it. I was just thinking that was a very, very... Oh, and he's lost a wheel as well. Oh, and we're now in the Goldfish Bowl. Barry Kimmy and DBSQ have retired as well. Oh, that stupid sound bug still exists. So now we're in the Goldfish Bowl for the remainder of the qualifying session. That's fine. I mean, I'll be leaving this session anyway before rejoining to avoid the usual issues with the parade lap. Does Punisher improve from 16th? Answer is he does, just to 14th. So your pole man here by 22 thousandths of a second is Desmond 0313. Oh, the sound's back. That's nice. Marco second in the Mercedes. Williams 3 and 4 of Albin, Manson and Ranger. Larkso 5 in the Mercedes. Wilkie set a 6th position time in the Haas. I completely missed. Notigo 7 in the Toro Rosso. Friday. I have no idea how that's pronounced. I'm going to say Frida. Pardon me, in the other Haas in 8th. Barry Kimmy 9 in the Sauber. And Solar rounds out your top 10 in the Red Bull. Right, in the usual fashion, I'm going to jump out of the session and hope that no one pinches my spot. Now, I'm going to try something here. I am going to rejoin. I'm going to try, at least, and rejoin straight away, if I can find my list. Hold on a moment. Now... Oh, Adrenaline re-invited me now. I can't choose to spectate, so did someone jump into the server in my stead? Oh no, the spectate option is there. And I'm going to jump straight back in. Now, what I was trying there is I've always waited to jump back in before selecting spectate. Now, instead of waiting, I tried to get back in as quick as possible. Let's hope it doesn't give me my car. Unfortunately, it did give me my car. Oh, terrific. This was exactly what I wanted to avoid. And, yeah, nothing I can do there. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do either. Oh, well. Well, yeah, it has spawned me, unfortunately. Oh, now it's put me in reverse. That's not what I want either. Well, my car is ghosted, so I don't actually have any control over it. So I don't know what my car is going to do. It is actually, as you can see, it is part of the formation lap, but I am not in it. So I have actually rejoined the session too early, which is annoying. Oh well, never mind. There's nothing I can do about it now. Here is your race leader then, race leader, your formation lap leader, Desmond, just going slightly wide at turn 1 there. Castrol's edge. Oh, he's hit the wall, throwing it a little bit too hard to get the heat into the tyres, and he's got grass in his tyres for good measure. Steady, dear boy. First time in the history of Formula 1 that a manor has sat on pole, or certainly that I've witnessed anyway. So the manor of Desmond then leading the field down through turn 4. Marco FT in second position. I've swapped camera instead of swapping person. What I meant to do, that's what I meant to do. Marco then in second in the Merc. They begin to, as they're already getting towards the end of the lap. That pit entry is going to catch a few people out, being the pit entry begins on the racing line. And there is Mike. I'm assuming that's my car that's sat there. Can't see it because it's behind the Fly Emirates board. But AI now takes control of everybody as the formation lap comes to an end. Ah, my name has vanished, I think. Oh no, my name is still there. Oh, I'm still going. So that's someone else's car that's we saw then. My car getting to the grid. I'm concerned that that's going to fly off into the pack and cause some issues unless I have to retire. Ah, good. It's giving me the option to retire. Good. I mean, I can wait. I'm going to have to wait. We can see a race is then underway. Oh, stop, car, stop right now. I'm going to get out of it. Retire from session, yes. And unfortunately it means I missed the first corner. But it does mean that my car hasn't interfered with the first corner. So Desmond then hangs on to the lead. If I can get to the outboard shot, the manor just fending off Marco FD in the Mercedes for second. That's Albin Manson third in the Williams. Oh, excuse me. Larkso fourth in the Merc. That is Toro Rosso of Notigai. Fifth position then, Barry Kimi. Looks like everybody's got through it. That's Barry Kimi holding off Wilkie in the house for 7th position, or 6th position. Oh, and that's a Red Bull there. Having a look, that was Solar trying to have a go on Blue Inquisitor then at the braking zone of turn 3. Blue Inquisitor on the soft tyres. That's a pretty good effort, if he is indeed, because most people are on the ultra soft. And look at the Red Bull there. That's Solar trying to get past Blue Inquisitor for that 9th position. Already coming to the end of the first lap then. Now Desmond holding on to that lead. Marco chasing him in second. That is Albin Manson in under all sorts of pressure from the other Mercedes of Larkso. Larkso now looking at the inside on the super soft tyre, and that's going to get job done. Yes, it does. Jumped on board with the Williams just as the Mercedes comes past. So that is 4th position then to the Williams. Oh, and that's Nosy Guy in the Toro Rosso. What a wonderful move on the inside there. Oh, big lockup then as they come into turn 3, but that is just held on turn 2, I beg your pardon. And that is 4th position to Nosy Guy. That was a very bold move, sir. Well done. Albert Manson's not letting that one go as he jumps to the inside of turn 3. Can he slow it down in time? Yes, he does. But Nosy Guy's hanging on to the outside to keep hold of that position. Look at that side-by-side down, coming down the hill for turn 4, and the Toro Rosso just back in front of the Williams, but goes too deep at turn 4. Still side-by-side. Albert Manson has to let that one go now. Oh, wonderful stuff then between the Williams and the Toro Rosso. Can my voice last 36 laps, I wonder? We will see. As they come around turn 7 and through turn 8 again. Oh, and that's Williams running too wide there. He's lost that 5th position to Barry Kimi in the Sauber. Is he going to lose another position to, who's that? That's Wilkie in the house then. Oh, it was nearly impact between himself and the Sauber. 3-way battling going on here, 5, 6 and 7. Very, very close proximity as they head down towards turn 2. Williams having a look on the inside of the Sauber. Can he slow it down? No, very, very nearly impact between the two. Memories of David Coulthard. Oh, and Mika Hakkinen getting in mind there as Albert Manson got his DRS open far too early and slams it into the wall. He's down to 9th then. He's going to lose another position to the Manor. He does indeed. That's Albin down to 10th then. As who's come past him? Oh, I hate this interface sometimes. That's Kalon, Adrenaline and Blue because they've come past him. jumping on to two Blue Inquisitor. That is Adrenaline in the Force India, putting a lot of pressure on the Toro Rosso. Also doing pretty well if he is indeed on those soft tyres. That is the hardest compound that is available in this race. As the field now stream down towards turn 7 again. Look at the train behind Blue Inquisitor at the moment. The field hasn't spread out to a massive degree. Let's just check it. I've gone the wrong way through the field. Let's just check through our field then. Oh, Desmond's lost the lead. Marco O'D and the Mercedes has nailed the Manor at some point, but the Manor is not letting that one go as they are coming down towards turn 3. Manor having a look, but no, Marco's just got... oh, again a lock-up for the Manor. Larkstow, third on the super soft tyre, keeping the front two in check. Nosy Guy has broken free of the Williams, of course, because Albert Mato threw it into the wall. Barry Kimmy in 5th with the House of Wilkie directly behind. Wilkie still looking for a way past the Sauber. Ooh, it avoided impact. That's Kalon's up to 7th, and he's also on the soft tyres. He's gotten ahead of Blue Inquisitor. Oh, blimey, Kalon's had a great run out of turn 3 and has got himself some distance between himself and Blue Inquisitor. But, oh, there's a bit of an oversteer moment there for Adrenaline as he's come through turn 4. He's got the Renault of Stefan Wild right behind him, and that's Albin Manson then right there. He's down another position then since we last looked at him. Does the Williams come into the pits, I wonder? No, and Albin Manson continues. Again, very, very still tiny compact field. Solar then in the Red Bull 12th position has got Frida directly behind him in the house, trying on the inside of turn 1, but no, ran out of pace before he got there. Shumi 14th position in the Force India on the super soft tyres, are harder than quite a number of people ahead of him. Oh, and then we see Frida again having another move on the Red Bull. Does he claim that 12th? He does. Oh my goodness me, look at that, bravely stuck on with around the outside of Solar. Solar brake very early to avoid contact, but Solar's in trouble. I think Solar's in trouble. Has he got a puncture? He looked very, very slow then. I wonder if he had a trouble then, or had some kind of trouble, but appears to be back on its way again. Shumi on his own a bit, the 14th. Oh, look at that, we have more side by side. There's AP Legend in the McLaren, there's a Williams and a Sauber then. Neil Bywater in the Sauber, just being kept behind the Williams of Ranger. The Ranger was up in midfield early on, so Rangers had trouble. Punisher's down at 18th, he must have pitted. Punisher must have pitted for those super soft tyres. He's in trouble. And Stevie SQ as well. The two Ferraris at the back of the field. There must have been impact then that I simply didn't see. AEN as well, just coming through the pits. Oh dear, terrible race then for the Renault of AEN. And Jay in 21st. He's coming through the pits as well. Oh! Nearly impact then. As I'm not sure who that is directly behind Jay. He's going to be lapped by one number of... Oh my goodness me, it's on Adrenaline. Adrenaline is the only Force India I know off the top of my head. No, it's not. So it's whoever Adrenaline's teammate is. I'm not 100% certain who that is. Let's get back to the head of the field then. There is Desmond and Larkso then. So that Mercedes we saw, it's Marco that was just coming through the pits, trying to get rid of those ultra soft tyres, I have no doubt, as we are already on lap 6 here at Austria. I wouldn't be at all surprised if Desmond is going into the pits indeed. Oh, Larkso, Jay disqualified. Oh, Jay has been disqualified from the session. Oh dear, oh dear. I would imagine that is for corner cutting, but no idea why. So Larkso takes the lead then on those super soft tyres. Can he get some distance between himself? Oh, I've gone the wrong way through the field. So Kalon comes into second then in the Manor. Still on those soft tyres with Blue Inquisitor right with him. So most of the ultra soft runners have already pitted. Look at the train here. Wilkie in the house, still on ultra soft tyres apparently. Still going, and Jay has left the session. Stefan Wild, Renault is putting the pressure on the house. Let's jump on board with the Renault. This is for 4th position. DRS open on the straight down towards turn 3. Inside of the Renault. Can the house... Oh! Very brave on the outside of turn 3. The house still in there. The Renault still sticking its foot in it. Just noticed ahead, but can the house get on the inside? No! I don't think there's much life left in those tyres on the house. So Stefan Wild then up to 4th position. there is Albin Manson after his misadventures early on. In the Williams, oh, blimey, that's Frida getting a big oversteer moment there through turn 6 rather, as they head towards 7 again. A bit of a dust kick up there, and that's a couple of other people in. That's Albin Manson in the Williams. Is that Wilkie? It is indeed. So Haas and Williams coming in. Let's see what they get then. So Williams of Albin, in he comes, and he gets the super soft tyres on. Wilkie gets the super softs as well. Oh, and he's held up by the Williams, and the Williams of Albin Manson jumps the Haas for that position. So then down in 15th is where, and there's a Red Bull there. Is that Solar? It is. So Solar has got the soft tyres on. So that's the only pit stop he's likely to do. In 16th position then. Let's jump back up to the front of the field. Why did I go that way? I don't know. Okay, so Larkso is still... Whoa, that was a big drift moment there for Larkso. Is he coming in? Oh no, wrong corner there. So he's coming in. So is he coming up to turn 7 now? Is he going to come into the pits? Yes, he does. Yes, he does that. Oh, steady. Okay. Slow down in time. Yes, he does. So what does race leader Larkso get on his car? It's the soft. So that's the last time we're going to see him in the pits, which means Kalon in the Manor, still with that Toro Rosso in tow, takes the lead of this race then. Oh, and both of the soft shod cars having an oversteer moment at turn 1. Kalon then leads the way in the Manor. Blue Inquisitor in the Toro Rosso. Big lockup again into turn 2. Stefan Wild in the Renault. Super soft on his car, heading down towards turn 3. You can see the distance. Oh, this quite a... It looked closer actually on the external shot. It's 2.7 seconds between the two. As my voice is giving up again. So Blue Inquisitor staying within DRS range of the Manor, but not able to get past him. He's not been close enough really to mount an overtaking shot, overtaking manoeuvres on every shot I've made on him. So we will see how they go. They should be good to carry on another few laps yet before they need to get rid of those tyres. 3-7. And indeed they do not pit. Round 8. Does. I'll just jump on board with the Toro Rosso. He has got DRS, but it's quite some way back. And that is not a big straight at... Well, it's a... it's not a particularly good straight there. And again, downhill, Kalon straight away going for the inside line to defend against the Toro Rosso. But Bloom Costa still 7/10 or thereabouts back. Let's jump into Larkso, former race leader, now in 4th position with the soft tyres on his Mercedes. Don't know why I jumped on that few. I should have just waited a little bit. 10 seconds down from lead, but of course the leaders still have to pit yet. Adrenaline in the Force India, super soft on his. Still in DRS range of the Mercedes. We can see the DRS wide open, and the camera looking back at the Manor, but neither the Manor nor the Mercedes close enough for any change of position. That's Desmond, who, our pole sitter, was previously leading the race as we approach a 3rd distance here at Austria. It's gone very, very quickly. AP Legend in the McLaren, still yet to pit with those soft tyres on. That is Barry Kimmy in the Sauber right behind him. So as they come through turn 6, onto that short straight, up over the crest. Oh, the Sauber having a look on the inside 7. That would have been brave. 7, there's no real braking zone for 7. Down towards 8, then we see the Manor and the Force India there, very close together, as is the McLaren and the Sauber. Let's jump on board with, no, that's not the car I was aiming for. It's Barry Kimmy was the one I was aiming for. There he is, having a look at the inside of turn 1. But no, ultra softs on that Sauber apparently. And Adrenaline is out! Adrenaline is out in the Force India. Oh, what has happened to him? Unfortunately, I can't switch to a car that's just retired, annoyingly. Adrenaline is out. We just seen him up around the 5th position mark in the Force India. AB Legend there, still defending from that Sauber. Barry Kimmy looking on the outside. That's heading towards turn 3. Big lock up of the McLaren. Oh, look at that on the outside through 3. Downhill towards 4. Sauber staying in there. Now got the inside line for 4 and takes it. 6th position goes to Barry Kimmy in the Sauber. Lovely stuff. Lovely driving from the pair of them. My voice is breaking again. Marco FD looks on in the Mercedes after his pit stop. He is on the soft tyres, so that's the only stop we're going to see for the Mercedes runner. Through 7. Handicap shot. It's a shame we can't see the 2 cars ahead of him. That handicap shot would be lovely if we could. It's a shame we didn't stick with the helicam there, but AP Legend staying on the back of that Sauber. Despite the fact that the Sauber's on much softer rubber, I suspect it's on very worn rubber as he's got a good slipstream in DRS heading towards turn 2. Ooh, but again, he thinks better of it. Oh, bit of an oversteer moment there. He got too much power down. And away they go then to the Sauber. Hangs on to that 6th position. Oh, and again, a big lockup for Legends. Are those tyres dead? Are those tyres no more, I wonder? Because it seems to be locking up here, there and everywhere. There is Marco, we see closing in the gap. Let's head further downfield. Neil Bywater in the other Sauber is not far behind that pack. You just see them go through the shot there. So not too far ahead for him. Alvin Manson in the Williams then. 10th position. Wilkie in the Haas. Rather on his own there. Tyres on him, super soft I think. Yep, super soft for him. Solar in the Red Bull. Very much. Oops, that's very dangerous to be touching the grass there. Through the final turn for him. Punisher in the Ferrari. Up to 13th now. That is Frida in the Haas. Directly behind us. He's coming through turn 8. Ranger in the Williams. Soft tyres on him. Fairly bad start for him. Stevie SQ in the other Ferrari. There is a Toro Rosso of Nosy Guy. So Stevie SQ making his way back through the field. Nosy Guy staying with it. And that is that's an overtake, I think. A Schumi and AEN. AEN having a look at the inside, but a little bit too far back on the Force India to make a go of it. Lovely helicam shot. Just seeing the back of a Schumi's car. Oh, it was A Schumi in the Force India we saw. Oh, AEN is out. We're literally watching him and he's just retired from the session and he's left. Okay, that's rather bizarre. And Blue Inquisitor's now in the lead. Blue Inquisitor has overtaken Kalon. Well, the 2 soft short cars at the front of the field have swapped positions. And the race is now led by the Toro Rosso of Blue Inquisitor. Very nice. Kalon is not letting that one go, as you can see. But that's not really close enough. Well, I say he's not close enough. He's right in his exhaust pipe now. Oh, look at that. Kalon is right there. Let's get on board with Kalon if we can. That is how close he is. They come through turn 4. Nothing he's going to be able to do there. Turn 5. Not a big braking zone there either. Oh, Blue Inquisitor has gone off and taken the pair of them. Nosy Guy's retired as well. Oh, goodness me. Kalon and Nosy Guy has left the session. Oh, they're losing positions hand over fist now. Oh, goodness me. What a shame. Blue Inquisitor and Kalon off the field. Oh, Kalon tried to regain. Trying to get back on. Blue Inquisitor has got back on the circuit, but it's ghosted. So, what is the situation with Blue Inquisitor, I wonder? Who has taken the lead then? Is it Larkso? Yes, it is. That's Toro Rosso. I can't believe that's... I can't believe Blue Inquisitor Toro Rosso, surely. Oh, again a big lockup, or apparent big lockup there for Larkso. Desmond in second then. It's not really very common to have a big lockup there, considering it's up. And that's a Toro Rosso that pulled off. That's must be Nosy Guy's Toro Rosso. We saw him retire just now. So his ghosted car has pulled off. We have got 17 from 21 runners remaining. Desmond back up to second then in the manor. 4.9 between him and Larkso. Legends, AP Legends up to third in the McLaren. Soft tyres on his car. Manson now to 4th position. Super soft on his car. It's I would expect him to come back in again. There we see Neil Bywater in the Sauber. He may not need to come in again, assuming he didn't start on those soft tyres. Blue Inquisitor to them. Is he unghosted? Yes, he is. That is Wilkie in the house directly behind him. So, does Blue Inquisitor come into the pits? No, he doesn't. Doubt he would have gained any real significant damage as a result of that impact. Damage was reduced on social event, but also it was a side impact for Blue Inquisitor, so nothing he would notice. Stefan Wilden up to 8th now in the Renault with the soft tyres on. Barry Kimmy's in the Sauber. Oops, a bit of a oversteer moment there for the Red Bull of Sauber. Red Bull of Solar. Where's Kalon gone? probably in the excuse me, probably in the pit for a new nose. Solar 10th in the Red Bull. Again, an oversteer moment there on the exit of turn 2. Punisher in the Ferrari. There's Marco. After his pit stop, he's not having a good day at all. Has Marco been through the pits again, I wonder? I'm surprised to find him down in 12th. We got a 4-car train here. Ferrari, Mercedes, Haas and Williams then. That is Punisher, Marco, Frida and Ranger in this pack then. The Mercedes having a look on the inside of turn 4, but not quite, not this time. Oh, but the Ferrari very, very slow. Can the Mercedes get him at turn 5? That's brave. Oh my god, what a move. And what a camera shot to watch that move from Marco. Must have been through the pits recently, because that was a very, very bold move to go through there on the inside of that turn. Punisher does continue though, he does not pit at this stage, and Punisher straight away has got Frida right in his case then. He's got DRS, but so does the Ferrari. The Haas going to the inside for turn 1. Can he slow it down? Can he make it stick? Yes, he can. So that's the Haas, and that is a McLaren coming out of the pits. Oh my goodness, that is close. That's Ranger and the Williams, I think. Oh, 3 wide. Oh, trouble. That is outside Legends. I thought it was Legends. Legends is retired after his pit stop, slammed into the wall, and very, very nearly took. Who's the Williams that's there? If I can find Frida in the list, where is he? Very nearly took Ranger with him after that very impressive spin. Punisher now down to 13th. Those tyres are falling off like mad. Surely he's going to be coming into the pits. There's Kalon. Come on, the ultra softs. I think it's fair to say that Kalon had indeed got front wing damage after that unfortunate impact right here a few laps ago. And AP Legend has left the session, and the other Mano is in. So just had a notification, teammate in the pits. Unless it's telling me that my teammate, which is the Red Bull, is coming in. So there's A. Shumi in the Force India. Stevie SQ at the back of the field again. So has he been through the pits again? Stevie's having a torrid race and down to 16th and last. Larkso has just come through the same bit of track that I think Stevie did. Larkso leading the way in the Mercedes on the soft tyres, so probably does not have to pit again. And there is Stevie SQ. I thought they'd just come over the same bit of track there. Neil Bywater's up to 2nd then in the Sauber, but has got a train of cars behind him. That is a Blue Inquisitor and Desmond in that particular pack. Desmond getting very, very squirrely. Let's jump on board with him. Blue Inquisitor, look at the inside of turn 7. Oh, that's going to be brave. He's still in there though. And Neil Bywater just hangs on the inside now. That is Desmond having a look at the inside for the pair of them. Oh, can the man get both cars before turn 1? 3-way into the turn. This can't. Oh my goodness me. All 3 cars still going. The Toro Rosso hangs on to 2nd, but the man has got the pace to surely get past him. The Sauber's lost 2 positions, and indeed Desmond up to 2nd position after a brilliant move that got him in that position in the first place. 29 seconds down from the lead. Last has got a very, very comfortable lead then. So Neil Bywater now down to 4th with Stefan Weil right on his case. This 4-way battle is not finished at all. Mana, Red Bull, and the Sauber's gone wide. That's opened the door for the Renault to go on the inside of 3. And the run down to 4, but the Sauber's going to have the inside for 4. Oh, he's not gone very well through it. Stefan Wells still got the momentum, but no, just closed off by the Sauber. And that's the other Sauber. That's Barry Kimmy then, closing into the pair of them. Neil Bywater is struggling on those tyres, it seems. So does the lead Sauber come in? Answer: no, he does not. Is that Blue Inquisitor getting all out of shape? I think so, because Desmond has got quite a stretch on him. I think we saw the Toro Rosso getting a bit out of shape there at turn 8. Where is Larkso? Racy Larkso then just coming through turn 4. Desmond in the manor. Turn 2. Blue Inquisitor and the Toro Rosso. There he is again, oversteering. Getting too much power down. And look at that then. As Stefan Wild's gone past the Saubers then up to 4th place. Barry Kimmy's gone past his teammate. Neil Bywater just falling through the field at a rapid pace. On board with Neil Bywater then we see the Renault and his teammate ahead. Surely that is the end of those tyres for Neil Bywater. I mean, he did start a long way down the field. Wouldn't be at all surprised if that is the set of tyres he qualified on. Very, very wide there through turn 4. I think those tyres are screaming enough. And that is Marco FD then closing in on Neil for that 6th position. And there we see Frida and who? That is Frida and Albin Manson then for 9th place. The Haas and the Williams. Did Neil come in? Yes, he did. So what does the Sauber get on his wagon? Let us see. Long way down the pits for the Sauber to go. In he comes. Super Softs for Neil Bywater with 16 laps to go. Let's check back in with our leader then. Here he is. Pretty much the same point in the track I saw him at last time. Desmond now just 10 seconds behind the leader, so he's really closed him in. So either Larkso's had trouble somewhere, or maybe Larkso's pitted. No, surely he would have lost more time than that if he had. Just 10 seconds then separates first and second. Larkso must have had trouble somewhere, because he had a 30-odd second lead last time I looked, and that has been halved to 3rd place Blue Inquisitor. So Larkso's had an off moment somewhere. Blue Inquisitor back into his rhythm. Stefan Wild in the Renault in 4th position, keeping the Toro Rosso in his sights. Barry Kimmy in the Sauber, keeping the Renault in check in DRS range, but probably not going to be able to do much with it along the start-finish straight. Indeed he does not. Marco now up to 6th position. Back shot from him. You just about see Kalon has made his way back up to 7th then after his wing to front wing change. Oh no, that isn't Kalon. That's a Force India there. Kalon is 27 seconds. Yeah, so Larkson definitely has had a problem somewhere. But Kalon went through the pits recently and he's on the ultra soft tyres and should be making up ground pretty quickly. But how long will those tyres last for? Wilkie in the super soft shod Haas, very much on his own. Neil Bywater has pitted with those super softs on, as we saw, in 9th up to turn 2. Solar with Punisher in the Ferrari, so Red Bull and Ferrari at the same point, and that's Ranger right behind in 12th. Stevie SQ, 13th position in the Ferrari. On his own, Alvin Manson in the Williams. His day gets worse and worse. Frida in the Haas. I'm assuming he's been to the pits recently. Ashumi, haven't seen a great deal of him. That's the Force India I thought was Kalon early on. And that is cars that have lapped him already ahead of him. There is Larkso then. I wonder if Larkso's got a problem of some kind. That didn't seem particularly quick down that straight. Bit of a lock up there. Kalon is out! Oh no, Kalon is out of the race. The Manor after his pit stop is retired. Goodness me, how many cars have we got left? And Kalon is out. Oh no. I was going to see if I can catch up with him on Steam, but I don't think he's actually on in a minute. We have got 15 cars remaining as HEV has yet to overtake Kalon's stricken Manor. Larkso does not pit again, and on he goes. Wow, how far behind is Desmond? So Larkso's reopened a bit of a gap then, as that gap is 3 seconds bigger than the last time I checked in with it. Here's the sole running Manor. Desmond coming across the line. Again, that's another few tenths in the Mercedes favour. Stefan Wild now up to 3rd position. in the Renault. Marco is in the pits. Didn't expect to see him there. He's got the soft tyre on. Excuse me. Goodness me. So Marco then having another pit stop. That should surely be the last pit stop he has to do. Easy week. You'll have to let me know what your driver name is. That's not you. That's not you, Kalon, is it? Larkso still leads the way. The end of lap 24 out of 36, so just 12 laps to go. Oh, it is you, Kalon. Oh, what happened? I saw you come through the pits on the ultra softs and then suddenly you retired. What happened, dear boy? Desmond in second. That's not 7 miles behind him. I'm assuming that's Ranger. That's either Ranger or Albin Manson in the Williams directly behind Desmond. 7 miles in third in the Renault. That's not, again, that's not Barry Kimmy directly behind. That's a Force India behind there. There's Barry Kimmy just coming through turn 1. Oops, and that's the Force India getting a little bit out of shape there. Oh dear, bouncing off the wall as well. Oh, who is that? Oh, Frida. Who is it? Is it Aishimi? It was indeed. That's Aishimi getting all out of shape. Those ultra sides. And Albin Manson is out! Oh, we've just seen this car! As Albin Manson out of the race, we just saw his stricken Williams on the outside of turn 2. Another car retires from this race. Wrong camera. Oh no! You lost the argument between yourself and the wall. Oh, it's such a shame, Kalon. You were doing so well, and Albin Manson also out of this race. Desmond, no one behind him, but 15 seconds is the lead. Stefan on his own. Barry Kimmy into the pits, so those soft tyres not seeing him to the end of the race. Interesting. So what does the Sauber get fitted to him? That's another pit coup that's out as well. As Super Soft's going on to the Sauber. Who's just gone through? Blue Inquisitor's gone through. So this Toro Rosso Blue Inquisitor goes up to 4th position with Marco not far behind. Marco's had a startling number of pit stops this race, but on he goes. Wilkie in the house, Super Softs on his car, keeping Marco, giving Marco something to think about. Neil Bywater in the other Sauber. So now Neil Bywater's back ahead of Barry Kimmy, but Barry Kimmy, as we just saw, has gone through the pits. So much fresher rubber on the second Sauber. Ranger in the Williams. Sol Williams now with Punisher directly behind. Lockup coming into turn 3. Will Punisher try and push past the Williams and on board with the Ferrari? For 9th position, they come through turn 4. Downhill through 5. Ranger taking quite a wide line through 5. That's compromised his entrance into 6, but the Ferrari not able to capitalise on it. Do either of them come into the pits then? No. On they go then. 10 laps remaining here at Austria. Solar comes in then. Oh! You saw his car pitch to the right then under braking. So the Red Bull of, as the notification came up there. Right. What did he get fitted? I actually completely missed it. It's the ultra soft tyres on the Red Bull then. So a fast push then. Oh, and he bounces off the wall, trying to get out of the pits. And so in 13th position, that comes Solar. Frida up into 12th in the Haas. Stevie SQ up to 11th, and I doubt he's going to make it to the end on those tyres. He's been in them a very, very long time. Who else can we find? There's Shumi, as we saw bouncing around or sliding around earlier on in the Force India. Larkso then. Oh, Stephen Wiles up to second in the Renault. That's why Desmond's just come through the pits then, so the Manor has come through and has got the super soft tyres on. Surely the top two are going to have to pit again. That's not Stephen Wiles, we just saw this coming through the shot there. Here comes race leader Larkso coming down to turn 7. Does he pit this time? Doesn't look like it. No, he's going to the end on those very thin soft tyres. 29 out of 36 then, 7 laps to go. Renault Stefan 24 seconds down, so that's the lead that Larkso has to himself. It's a pretty substantial lead. If he were to pit, he'd come out very close to that lead on fresh rubber, so Larkso at least has that option available to him. He can continue. Let's say 7 laps to go. He'd have to be losing time, but over 3 seconds a lap for his lead to be in question. Here comes Desmond then in the freshly reshod manner in third, so 33.24, so that is 9 seconds between second and third at the moment, but I think it's very safe to assume that that manner is going to be closing the Renault down at a hell of a rate or not. Blue Inquisitor up into fourth then in the Toro Rosso. Marco FD in the Mercedes is chasing that Toro Rosso down, very squirrely under braking, but keeps it going through turn 2. Again, it's likely that the Mercedes is going to shut that Toro Rosso down, but we will see as the race draws to a close. Neil Bywater in the Sauber, look at this, that is Sauber, Ferrari, Williams, that is Neil Bywater, Barry Kimi, Punisher and Ranger. All for positions 6, 7, 8 and 9. That's Neil Bywater's gone very wide then at turn 3. Let's jump on board with Barry Kimi then. I think Barry Kimi went through the pit slightly later than Neil Bywater, so by rights Barry Kimi should be ahead of the other Sauber, but it has not proven to be the case. Had a good run through 5 and 6, but again that straight's not long enough to make much of a difference then. Let's check in with Punisher and Ranger then. Switch to the outside shot. Oh, blimey, what a move then by Ranger in the Williams on the inside of the Ferrari between 7 and 8. But Punisher's right there, side by side down the start finish straight. Punisher in the Ferrari reclaims that 8th position. Can he make a stick though again on the inside of turn 1? And the Williams now claims that 8th position pretty conclusively. Oh, what a fight then between the Williams and the Ferrari. Brilliant stuff. Is the Ferrari going to fight back then at turn 2? Not quite. Frida in 10th position. That is Wilkie directly behind him. 10th and 11th in short succession then for that last, what would be the last championship point. Were championship points available? This is of course a social race, so that is not the case. Down towards turn 3. Again, the Haas just has enough gap between himself and the Force India. The Force India has gone wide. That's Wilkie. Gone a little bit wide then. Oh no, Wilkie's, I beg your pardon, is in the Haas, not the Force India at all. I do beg your pardon. So that Force India is a lap runner. Stevie SQ then on the ultra soft tyres. We saw he came through the pitch relatively recently. I assume he's been through the pitch recently. Didn't see it at all. What am I talking about? So hopefully going to start making some gap up on those ahead of him. Solar in the Red Bull. Again, keeps touching the dirt. That is not going to help. And there's Ashumi. That is the Force India that is in between the two Hasses at the moment. Again, a big oversteer moment there, but keeps it going. Back up to race leader Larkso. 4 laps to go. Well, 4 laps for him to go, I should say. Lap 32 of 36. 5 laps to go, I do beg your pardon. I can't count. Stefan Wild holding on to second in the Renault, keeping with that helicam shot. There's only 10 seconds between the two. Larkso's tyres have gone and that lead is vanishing. Oops! Oh, that's an impact between the Renault and the wall. Stefan Wild pushed it too much. He still loses. Oh, there goes Desmond then. So Desmond in the Manor comes through into second position then. And Stefan has he got a puncture? The front tyres look okay, but he may well. All his tyres are just that worn that he was struggling to keep the car straight. But Desmond has come through into second position and is pushing hard on those super soft tyres. So can he close down 15 seconds in 5 or less than 5 laps? That could get juicy as the race comes to a close. Blue Inquisitor in the Toro Rosso. And still rather on his own. Marco FD. Soft shot Mercedes. It's probably the only set of tyres he has left. When he last came through the pits. Oh, look at this. Neil Bywater is the outside Sauber there. That's Barakimi that's gone through. Is that Ranger that's going to go through? We saw with that very brave overtake on the Ferrari earlier on. Oh, come on, camera. Jump aboard with the Williams then. Oh, was Neil Bywater had a look on the inside of Barakimi, but nope, was denied as they come round to complete lap 32. 4 to go. And look at that, Neil Bywater had a great run out of turn 8 and reclaims that 6th position from his teammate. As much as you are in a team in a social event, we have a good roll. Punisher's had a good run out of turn 1. Goes to the inside, flies past the Williams. Barakimi, have a look at the inside. Oh, there's impact in between Neil Bywater and Ranger. Ranger has spun it and is back underway again. Oh, goodness me, just could not slow his car down enough. Oh, look at that. That's smoke pouring out of one of the Saubers. Is that Barakimi just bellowing smoke? Has he got an engine problem of some description, or is that a graphical glitch? Because he still seems to be going at the right speed. That Sauber seems to be generating far more smoke than he should be. So, not sure what's going on there. Ferrari has gone past him. That is Punisher that's claimed that 6th position quite easily. But Neil Bywater has not been able to get past his smoking teammate. Jump on board with wrong Sauber. That's Ranger, that's also wrong car. And there we go then, so Neil Bywater's gone past his teammate up into 7th. So the 6th Sauber of Barakimi then. Still pushing on though, and that is smoking like mad. I haven't seen that happen before in the games. You having a look on the inside for 7th? Normally if an engine would smoke like that, it's retired pretty quickly. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if that's actually a graphical glitch. On board with Ranger, you can see there the smoke pouring off the Sauber. Again, Barakimi getting stuck in the dirty air behind his teammate and not able to make a pass into turn 3. There's Wilkie in the house in 10th. Not sure we have any other particular battles forming at the moment. Stevie SQ on his own in 11th. Solar 12. Frida 13. Shumi 14. So nope, not at the moment. Back up to race leader Lark. So that's not Desmond you've just seen in the background. Larkso pitted somewhere because he was on the soft tyres earlier, so that's why his lead vanished. He's now registering on the super soft tyres. So then here comes Larkso to begin the final lap here at Austria. What is the lead for him? It is 19 seconds. So indeed, that's why Larkso's lead began to shrink, or shrank rather considerably, and he is on his way beginning the final lap. Desmond on his own in 2nd. Blue Inquisitor now up to 3rd. Stefan Wars had trouble, and he's lost that final podium position. Then the Toro Rosso now ahead of the Renault. I would imagine that the Renault's tyres are dead. Marco FD, where is he? There he is on his own. And let's check up with this pack here. Punisher's broken away from it. Neil Bywater's gone past his teammate, as we saw. Barakimi's still smoking away with Rangers already behind him. On board with the Williams then. Can he do anything about the smoking Sauber ahead? On the exit of 6, can he do anything at 7? That's going to be a brave move. He's done it once, but thinks better of it. Lunge at 8 perhaps? Nope. He's going to have another crack at turn 1, I think. Oh, there he goes then. He didn't even need to wait for turn 1. straight past on the start finish straight, and that is 8th position to the Williams. Here then is your race leader, and is going to be your race winner then. Here in Austria, it is the Mercedes of Laxo! Our dominant win. Well done to you, sir. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Second position then, if the interface lets me, is going to be the manner of Desmond. 21 seconds in the Mercedes favour. Brilliant stuff to you, Laxo. Well done. Round the final turn, then the manner is going to claim that second position. A bit of a wiggle. And there you go. Why the devil not? Whoops. Almost threw it into the wall before the line. Desmond then takes second. Blue Inquisitor hangs on for that third position. And there he goes. There goes the Toro Rosso. Oh, Toro Rosso is appearing in fourth for some reason. Stefan Wild is coming in third, so maybe there was a penalty to apply that's given the podium position back to Stefan. Whoa, and that's Neil Bywater in the Sauber. Then here comes Punisher to take sixth position. Neil Bywater 7. Ranger in the Williams takes 8th position with the smoking Sauber of Barry Kimi taking that 9th place. Have we got anyone left that hasn't been lapped? It would seem we do. Come on, interface. Oh, it's Aim Shumi of all people. Here is the Force India then to cross the line. There is one of the Haas drivers. I'm not sure who it is. They've already crossed the line. And that is your last driver to cross the line. It's Aishimi, and there are your final results. Laxo takes the win. Well, the top 5 all had time penalties to apply. Laxo first, Desmond 2, Stefan Wild 3, Blue was the 4th, Marco 5, Punisher 6th, Neil Whitewater 7, Ranger 8, Parakeet 9, and Stevie SQ did manage to get into the points just about after a disastrous start in the Ferrari. Wilkie 11, Solar 12, Frida 13, Aishimi 14, and everybody else. That's how many retirements you had in this race. Goodness me. Oh yes, with the disqualification thrown in there for good measure. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, and we will have the league race of this. The point of recording will be tomorrow, so we hope to see you there right here for more AOR action. Thank you very much, and good night!